Hey y'all, so this video is I guess the part 2 of my previous video. So this is like the second week of this account. This is my 6th FTMO challenge. So if you watched my previous video, you saw that I basically tried to blow that account because I was really mad at myself and how I basically broke all my rules, all my trading rules. I held onto a losing account. I moved my stop loss. Like, it was a mess. So I didn't think like I could bring this account up at all. But I I guess I did it, and it took like 2 days. So I brought this account back up to break even. Like it ends on the account ends on November 2nd, but or the challenge ends on November, sorry, no, the challenge ends on November 15th. But I'm not sure if I'll trade on Monday. So I feel like I kind of like how uh I guess my statistics is for this one. I don't know. And also something I've learned too is just to like preserve my capital. So that's what I'm trying to do. But we'll see if I trade on Monday. I'm not sure. Or maybe like I'll get in a trade just for like practice, but like on a different account or something. But we'll see. And as you can see, so far it's like $94 profit, which is it's kind of sad, but whatever. And I'm gonna just go over the amount of trades that I took. So if you see here so far, it says let me go back up. Okay, so average profit and average loss. This is, I don't know, win rate, and the risk to rewards ratio is okay. And then for if you didn't watch my previous video, I don't really like trade that much for it to be like 81 lots, but it's just because I trade oil and I have to like basically more than double the lots. So for example, one lot on gold is about 10 lots on oil with FTMO. So this is why that's high. But okay, so moving on, I'm just gonna go through. Should I do close time? Open time. All right, I'm gonna go through the past week. So I already went through my trades from last week. So I'm from the first week of my trading. So I'm just only going to go through this week. And this past week started on trading week started from November 7th through November 12th. So I'm only going to go through those trades. So as you can see, I traded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 trades I took last week, and I was able to and there are sales. For some reason, I'm always looking to sell. But anyway, so yeah, I only took 7 trades, and I was able to bring the account back to break even. So I basically had a losing streak, and then apparently I won the rest. So yeah, but yeah, so we're gonna go through that. So November 8th was a sell on oil. So let's see what happened, and I lost this trade. So oil, November 8th. Let's see. Okay, so I was here. So if you can see this, I said I saw a major resistance. I was very bearish on oil. So let me go to the daily and see what I saw. Sorry, my chart is dirty. Let me see if I can remove this. Okay, so I saw this price have broken below this structure on the daily. So I was very, very bearish when it came to oil, which so yeah, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting price to go down. So I came, let me put this back. November 7, November 8. Okay. So because I was expecting price to be bearish on the day, well, from the daily, I was looking for sales on oil. But something I realized on this with this account too, it's like I really didn't know how to read the moving averages or like use it properly. So like you can clearly see this price was in an uptrend. Like um this candle was just a pullback basically on the 4 hour. But what I did, let me see, go back to the 8. Okay, yes, I got in here. I don't know, this trade was just terrible. So I think I saw this bearish engulfing candle here at 7 a.m. yeah, on November 8th, and I was like, okay, it's going down, blah blah blah. So I got in, and again, like um I didn't really wait for price to go back up before I got in. Like I just got in. Like my entry was really really terrible. So as you can see, obviously it stopped me out. So my profit target was going to be like to the previous day's low, which is there. But it stopped me out, and rightfully so, because price was in an uptrend. So yeah, I basically counter trended, and I lost that trade. That was November 8th. So the next trade I took was let's see, November 8th. Okay, so November 9th, again oil. And I lost that one again. I lost that one too. And let me go back. Okay, so November 9, like I said, I was really really bearish on oil last week, but I don't know, I think doing this challenge, like really doing this week, I learned a lot, because I realized too that I have a problem like cutting my trades once I'm in the trade, because I saw this candle, this bullish engulfing. I had gotten in this trade here, right? So let me see what time it was. Okay, so this was 5 a.m. So I had gotten in this trade. I usually wake up like 6. Well, I'm usually on the trade on the I'm usually on my charts by 6:30 in the morning. So so this candle formed at 5, and but I'm in Central Time, so I'm like 1 hour behind. So 6:30 my time is about 7:30 New York time. So that's when I'm on the charts. I try not to be on the charts any later than that, but yeah. So by 8, well, so I came on the chart and I saw this candle had already formed, and I was like, oh yeah. So I already saw this bearish. I saw this bearish candle, and then I saw like the false breakout here, and so I was like, yeah, it's definitely going down. Even though, again, this moving average is like in an uptrend, and let me see what the 4 hour looked like that day. No, this is the wrong date. Yeah, so even the 4 hour too was in an uptrend, but I like it had formed this huge candle before I even got on the chart. So I don't even think like I looked at the 4 hour before doing that. I didn't even know what I was doing at that point. And then yeah, so it had formed, oh yeah, it had formed this bearish engulfing too. So I think I was looking at this and I was like, okay, yeah, price is gonna go in my direction. But this was just a pullback, because like price, the previous day's low, like price did not even like try to break that at all. So I probably should have known, but it's okay, I'm learning from my trades. But anyway, yeah, so I was in this trade, and then so I was in the trade for probably like 2 hours or so, and then it formed a huge bullish engulfing candle, and then in this pin hammer, which this is part of my setup actually. This three candle pattern is part of my setup. Like I told myself, if I see this on a 1 hour, no matter what, I'm gonna trade. But I was just like, what if it's still um going in my direction? Actually, no, I think it stopped me out with this candle actually, but I don't think I didn't get back in. So I could have easily gotten back in because, like I said, this is my setup. Like I told myself, I'll trade this no matter what, but I didn't. So yeah, I lost that trade. And then I got into this trade on the 9th, like at night. So it was really good. I saw that price had reached to the last week's high, or the 10th, sorry. So yeah, price, I'll probably go back to my FTMO, but since I'm here, price had reached to the last week high and it formed a pin hammer, and it also formed a bearish engulfing at the high of the previous week. So for me, if I see this is my setup too. Like if I see a pin hammer engulfing, and then this is like another bearish confirmation as well. Like I was like, I have to get in, so I got in right there at the very very top at what time was it? 21. That's 9 p.m. New York time, so probably about 8 p.m. my time. I got in, and the price was going my way, but then I got out in the morning when I woke up. I saw this pin hammer, and then I was like, I'm not sure. Like I know New York usually like stops people out, so I don't know if I should keep this trade. And so again, this is something I'm working on because I know when sometimes, right, I know when to enter and I have some good trades, but I really struggle with keeping my trades because I cut my trade short, but look what happened. It went all the way down to my initial price target was like, first price target was like the previous day's low, which was here, and then second was at the low of last week, I believe. Yeah, last week low, which is down here. So yeah, I cut that trade short, and yeah, that was kind of sad. All right, so and then let me go back to, I'll just review this since I'm here. And then yeah, so on the 11th of November, it seemed like I traded oil a lot last week. So because so yeah, finally, right, my I saw oil this day. I think it was like this day, November. If I go close, hide this. Come on. Okay. So November 10th, oil have formed this huge bearish engulfing candle, and also it formed this 1 2 3 pattern. So 1 2 3 engulfing. So this is another setup of mine. Like I take this every time. If you look here again on this side, it's like 1 2 3 engulfing candle, and then price comes down. So I and then this one was like 1 2 3 engulfing, and then price went up. So I decided to take this every time. So yeah, so I knew it was gonna go down, so that's why I got into this trade on November 11th. So if we can go back to November 11, go back. Okay. So November 11th, like I said, I knew price was going to go down, and I saw this huge bearish engulfing candle that have formed on the moving average. And so yeah, this is when I started paying more attention to the moving average. I was like, what if I only take trades in the direction, well, I only take trades when the moving average like is like, I only take trades in the direction of the moving average based on candlesticks pattern that form on the moving average. So I saw this huge engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle, and then also on the 4 hour, I think there was an order block here as well on the 4 hour, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, on the 4 hour, on the 11, there was an 4 hour, like a huge order block. So I decided, I mean, order block engulfing candle, whatever, yeah. And then it was also in a downtrend. So I decided I was gonna take this trade up until we get to the last week's low, but obviously, as you can see, it didn't reach there last week. So go back to the 1 hour. What did I do with my chart? The heck? Okay, guys, this is weird. I don't know what I did with TradingView, but I can't go back. The heck? All right, let me close this. This is weird. All right, this is well, yeah. So yeah, on the 4 hours was the order block, and so I think, let me see where I made that line. Yeah, I made, so I think I got in on the 15-minute, and I saw price had made this. This is another setup of mine. It made an evening star at around. So yeah, this is London high, right? And so I saw price had come up here and did the same thing. 1, 2, 3 engulfing at 10:15 in New York. So it basically took out London's high, and then it did the engulfing. So I was already, like I said, I was already bearish, and so I got in right there. I wasn't even waiting, but I probably should have waited to get in a better price. So again, this is something I have a lot of things I need to work on, being patient and getting in the right trade. So yeah, I kept this until the next day, and the 11. I kept this until the next day, and then I got out here because I got out here in the morning. I woke up that morning and price has still not reached my profit target, and then I saw this major key level, and then I saw like this candlestick formation. I was like, I know price is probably gonna go like, price is probably gonna do like a pullback or something. Like, I'm okay with making however much I made, 100 pips or whatever. So I'm just gonna cut this trade, and I cut it short, as you can see. So yeah, that was the oil trade. And then let me see what other trades I took. So yeah, I went over. Oh no, go back. Open time. Alright, yeah, so let's see what other trades I took. I went over this trade on November 8 with oil, and November 9. Those were the two losses that I had. And then again, oil November 10 and 11. I won those two trades. And then so yeah, US 30 and November 9, I took a trade on US 100 NAS. And then November 11, so November 9, I lost that trade, and then on NAS I won this trade, and then US 30 I won that trade as well, right there on November 9. So I'm going to go over the NAS and the US 30 trades I took, since we're done with oil. So it seemed like I didn't trade gold at all this past week, which is kind of weird. All right, so US 30. All right, so November 8. Okay, this is the trade that I won on November 9. A US 30. Let me see. November 9. Okay, so I'll start with NAS because that was a losing trade, and then I'll go to US 30. How about that? So let's go to NAS. All right, November 9th. Okay, so this trade, I was so mad because I was bullish again on NAS. My first take profit was here, but as you can see, I got in at the very top and then I got stopped out. But I did not. I got stopped out on this candle, one of these candles, because I saw like an even star up here, which I probably should have waited until it got up to this my zone, which was last week high, but I didn't. So it stopped me out here and it continued going down. So this is a trade I lost and I didn't get back in here. So yeah, this really hurt me last week because I was waiting for price to come here. So on the 8th year, I didn't trade NAS that day because this was the previous day's low and then the previous day's high. So price was just like in this zone and I didn't really like what it was doing. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait. But then I saw that it had formed this engulf evening star here, and then also like it has formed another evening star there, and so that's why I got into it. But like I said, and I think on the daily too, if I'm not mistaken, it was bullish on the daily. I'm sorry, it was bearish. Price was bearish on the daily. November 9. November 8 was this tiny little candle. Well, no. Okay, so I think I saw this panhammer on from November 5th. And then so the beginning of this week, I knew it was, so I saw this and I knew it was gonna like pull back. So I was expecting a pullback because of that. And then I also saw this pattern as well. This is basically like 3 hits to the high. So 1, 2, 3. And I know whenever I see this, like 1, 2, 3, I know it's about to go down. Or even like it happens to like at the bottom if you see like 3 hits to the low. So I was expecting price to go down because if you see on this 4-hour, price never, it made this evening star here, but it never went above this price, right? So I was expecting it to go down. And so back to the 1 hour and back to my, okay, so like I said, on the 1 hour I saw this candlestick have formed, and so that's why I was about to get in a trade, but it stopped me out, so I just forgot it, and then I didn't trade on the 10th and the 11th. Yeah, so I took this trade on the 11th because I saw this like kind of, I guess, evening star at like 10 a.m. in the morning, and I was I mean, I don't know, the moving average was like, actually this pair was ranging at the time, right? So it's just like hindsight is like 2020, I guess, because this was like clearly not a good trade to take, but whatever. Because I have been like bearish the whole week, I probably should have taken this one. This was a perfect, well, I don't wake up at London session, so yeah, but I could have taken this one. But at that time, I don't think like the whole moving average thing had clicked for me, because I could have, because this candle came here and stopped on the traders who were in profit from the London session. It stopped out these people, or it stopped hunted those people. So I could have just gotten in after this candle had closed. But again, this is all could have, should have. So anyway, I got in here, but then I saw like price really wasn't like going my way like it was supposed to, and I was like, this was like Friday morning at like 9-ish. 8 when I woke up in the morning, I was like, you know what, let me, like, price, like it's been the whole night and price haven't like gone down, so I'm just gonna cut this trade short, and I did, and I'm glad I did, because it obviously it would have stopped me out. So yeah, those are the two nice trades. This one I won, it was just like 250, I think. And then the US 30 trade, yeah, go back. Sorry y'all, I'm recording this on my iPad, so I don't know how to record screen record on my computer yet, so maybe in the future I can do that. But yeah, so US 30 on the 9th of November. Okay, so I basically got in this trade, like I said. I was at the last week high. So what I am noticing about my strategy and about my trading, like if I come on the charts on the weekend, right, and if price is around either like the high of the previous week, it is more than likely going to be a great trade. So I'm not sure. I think I'm going to like look and see, but I think like if I can focus on trades like this, I feel like these are like more high probability trades, because if you can see from here, it was at the last week high, and this trade played out perfectly, and it came back down towards the last week's low. And this is something I've noticed on other pairs as well. So I don't know if I should just like keep my trading to basically the last week's high and last week low and just like swing it from there, or keep doing the whole, because I trade both now. I trade like the highs of the previous week, and then not so much of the current week, because that's tricky for me, or like the highs and lows of the previous day, like this one. So but yeah, so this trade came off of the high of the previous week, and it have formed an evening star or whatever on the previous week high. And then so that was the 8th. Yeah, that was like Monday, I believe. And then Tuesday, let me see. Oh, go back. Shoot. Yo, I don't know how to undo this without using a mouse. Well, without using my computer. But anyway, so how did I get in this trade? Let's see, on a 4-hour, yeah. Okay, yeah, so I got in this trade from the 4 hours. So I saw that price had made this pretty bearish engulfing candle right here, right? And then the second price made a second bearish engulfing, and it closed below the low of this big candle. So I figured like price is gonna go down, but obviously it had to come up first before it goes down. So when it came back up here, and then I saw at the 4-hour at 5, it had made another like a bearish formation. So I was just waiting. So I think I went down to the lower time frame. Gosh, the lower time frame for my entry, I think it was, let me see, 15 minutes. Yeah, so 15 minutes. I came to the 15 minutes, and I saw this evening star. No. So I came to the 15 minutes, and I think I got in right up here. I'm not sure anymore because I messed my thing up. But yeah, I think I got in up here, and I held my trade. I was planning on holding this trade for until the, like I said, I expect to hold these trades until like the I expect to hold these trades until like from the high to the previous week's low, but I got scared, so I got out of the trade. And again, this is something I need to work on, like getting I tend to like get into I tend to cut my trades, like my profitable trades, like really short, and then obviously hold on to losers. So I got out here because I felt like price is going to go back up, and with US 30 you really don't know. So I didn't want to get stopped out. Like I didn't want for price to come all the way here, because I saw like price already taking out the previous day's low, right? So I felt like price could just come up and go back up, so I wasn't going to take a chance, so I cut the trade here. But obviously price came back, it came for the pullback, and then it ended up going down all the way here to my profit target. So let me see how much I would have made. Or so this would have been about a 126, but I cut it short for like a 122 ish. So yeah, basically that's my trade from the previous week. Like I said, I have a ton of things to work on. I have a ton of things to work on. I need to work on like understanding market structure and understanding candlestick pattern, and mainly to the moving average. Like I have it on my trade, but on my charts, but I need to like really understand how to use it, So but yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I'm going to be sharing this. I'm gonna keep sharing my journey until I become profitable. So yeah, we'll see. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.